Mic check 1 2, check 1 2 3, check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2 3, check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3, check 1 2. Pleasant good afternoon, everybody, and welcome inside Gallo Arena in Bourne, Massachusetts. It is time for this December 23rd, 2019 edition of the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. And this one features Sandwich High School against Middleboro High School. Hello, everybody. I'm Jim McCabe. I'll be providing play-by-play for this contest, providing camera work as well. I need to remind you of that one today because in the process of leaving, oh man, that puck came about a foot away from hitting the broadcast setup. Woo boy! On that note, it's worth telling you that the camera's not on a tripod today. It is going to be handheld just like last year, and I really apologize for that. I just completely forgot to bring the tripod. So I will try to promise for this to be the only one, and when this gets re-uploaded from Twitch to YouTube, I'll make sure to edit the shakiness of it off. So if you can deal with that for the live edition of the broadcast today, that's all you'll have to deal with, I promise. Sandwich is facing a new team here in Middleboro because of a change in co-ops. It is no longer Middleboro Hull. Hull has now aligned itself with Cohasset, and Middleboro is solo. As a matter of fact, Cohasset, Hull, and Middleboro just played each other. That was the last one for Middleboro, was 7-3 falling. And before that, Middleboro got blasted by Brookline 9-1. Middleboro started off the season with a win, a 3-0 win against Dighton Rehoboth Seekonk. So they are now 1-2. I'm sure that was pretty weird for them to be playing that last one against Cohasset Hull. But it is still the Sachems. They still retain the colors and nickname, and just, again, going as Middleboro. As for Sandwich, they started off with the Jim Gormley Cup, a 1-0 loss to Martha's Vineyard, followed by a 3-1 victory versus 3-1 loss, I should say, against Plymouth South. So Sandwich lost both of those Jim Gormley Cup games, and then got on the winning side of things against Taunton 5-3 before their most recent loss against Southeastern. That was a 5-0 loss. Here are the starting lineups being announced. Okay, we went right to the national anthem. It has been played, and we're set for hockey here in Bourne this afternoon. Really happy to be telling you that I'll be providing coverage of broadcasts for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week all week this week. Here's the planned schedule, of course, subject to change. We are going to have the Nantucket game. This is just as much of a schedule as I can remember without pulling it up right now. We got Nantucket on Boxing Day, the 26th of December, and that's going to be followed up the next day on the 27th. Barnstable will be in action, and then those are the next two. And I'll give you a more fleshed out schedule here when I have the time to look up the schedule. But let's focus on this one here. And just to clarify for Sandwich, when I said that they lost 5-0 to Southeastern, that's of course the co-op Southeastern and West Bridgewater. So both teams are 1-3. And folks, here's what we're going to do today. Stationary camera on the opposite end. Just will be rested. It's resting on the laptop currently, so that's you can't access the schedule. Everything's a little bit delicate. One-man band sometimes doesn't work as well as it does or should, but do our best here today. Well, let's see. For Sandwich High School, the goaltender is number 31, Nico Curry. Sandwich fans have been getting used to seeing Carson Schemenauer over the years, over the last couple seasons, but he's injured here today. And so it's going to be Curry in net for Sandwich. And for the Middleboro team, it's number 33 in net, Colin Nevitt. And you see this all happening on the far side of the ice. That's the Sandwich shoots twice end. Now some pressure from Middleboro. And it's quickly played out the center. And it's going to be Sandwich repossessing here. And not across the line from Jack Greeley. Sandwich will recollect this, and it's going to be passed to the far side. Trying to clear it was Rob Cardillo. More pressure from Middleboro, and this is going to be a turnover at the right point. Pass attempt in front would not go from Robert McNaughton to Hunter Dandretta, and now to score for Rob Cardillo, and it's 1-0 Sandwich in transition with the goal. Cardillo straight ahead. One minute, 31 seconds into the first period. Battle on the end board, now taken to the left side half wall. Along the line, and Sandwich is going to set it back in off of the stick of Matt Hemian. Some familiar names on this team. Now Matt Hemian, brother of Jack Hemian, who has played with Sandwich before. Cardillo scores, and he may be the biggest name that returns to this Sandwich team. We've also got guys otherwise on this team, and we'll talk about them in a second here. It's going to be a pass out in front that connects almost from Colby Matos to Steven Dierico, but Sandwich was able to make the recovery. Now this shot's going to be taken by Tim Clark, and the save was made by Colin Nevitt. Guys such as, if we take a look here, names I remember, Cardillo's one. I think the other big one is Mike Barrasso, and of course Carson Schemenauer, who's not playing. Some of the bigger names that return to this Sandwich lineup. Nudged out in front from Drew McKinnon to Max Slicer, and that one wasn't good for a shot on goal. Now it's a steal, and a shot just missing from Zach Hawkins. Now stoppage here. 3 minutes, 18 seconds into the first. Well, by my count, that's the first goal of the season for Rob Cardillo. Max Slicer, the only one with more than one goal for Sandwich, coming into this game with 2. And 4 other goal scorers as well. Puck still in the Middleboro zone. Now this is taken back by Sandwich. It's going to be fed to the point, and then back for a shot and a score! And that one from Jack Greeley, and that's his second. Great give and go between Greeley and Drew McKinnon. 2-0 Sandwich. Here's a move by Rob Cardillo. Shoots from the right circle. It's blocked. Sandwich able to keep this one in for now. It's going to be flipped ahead by Middleboro, and now there's one man ahead for the Sachems. He's going to whistle and score! Matthew Ruggiero with a blistering wrist shot. And it's 2-1. No, you didn't catch that entirely, but Ruggiero, I think you saw maybe some of that shot. It was a hard one, right between the circles. Great response from Middleboro. The goals are coming quickly here to start this one off. 3, and we're not even 5 minutes in, and watch out here. Oh, a great glove save from Curry on Jake Dadgis. And that's a good response from Curry. We don't have complete stats on Middleboro. I did my best. By the goals that I counted, that's the second for Dadgis. Or, I beg your pardon, who am I talking about? Not Jake Dadgis. That's the first one I meant to say from Matthew Ruggiero. Again, by my count. We missed a few, I think. This wrestler is going to go wide from Justin Plosky. Sent out in front of the Sandwich net. And out the center, sent back in by Middleboro's Robert McNaughton. Sandwich controls, it's Rob Cardillo. Skating right past his number 21 counterpart, Hunter D'Andretta. Zone entry for Sandwich. Middleboro gets it out of the zone, and now there's a trip up. That's going to cost Middleboro a little bit. 5 and 23 got caught up in each other. Ruggiero and Aiden Carey. And now with some space and finding it through the 5-hole of the near point, getting that clear out was Aiden Carey, making up for just a mistake a moment ago, but it's brought right back in by Sandwich. And the shot was taken just missing from Mike Barrasso. It's going to be another clear for Middleboro, but it's going to be out of the zone. And out of play, as a matter of fact. 8:49 to go in this first period. (2-1) the score. Sandwich scored the first two. And now here comes a shot. And that save is made, and then the rebound cleaned out of there. That shot initially taken by number 11 for Sandwich, and I don't have that one written down, number 11. Try and get that during the intermission. Comes the wrister. Missing, now it's going to be controlled by Middleboro, and Steven D'Erico is able to get it out center, but took a big hit at the blue line from Tim Clark. Now trying to get it in deep and having some trouble was Matt Preety. Now this shot's going to be taken, just missing from that very same individual, Preety. P-R-E-T-E is how you spell that last name. Shot comes in from the left point. That one taken by Tim Clark. That one would not go. Middleboro forces the puck out to the neutral zone. Squirms along. And in skates, finally taken by Max Slicer, who's going to go way wide. Purposely, Slicer gets the shot, and the save was made by Colin Nevitt. He had no idea where the rebound was, and was a mile away from him. And then there was a follow-up chance just a second ago for Sandwich. That would not go. And now this is dislodged. And it's going to be chased down, and they're going to say no icing on Middleboro. Nick Eastman will play it back. It'll go beyond Drew McKinnon. It's another returner, I believe, for Sandwich. And it's going to be sent from behind his own net by Nick Eastman. It's a centering pass that goes on across from Justin Plosky. Now rolling all the way down to the Middleboro zone. 6.5 minutes remaining in the first period. 2-1 to score. Sandwich leads Middleboro. Dragged along, centered, and that one off the post and maybe also off of Curry after it was centered in front by Ruggiero. And now it's icing. It was Ruggiero in front. I lost track of who passed that out in front. That was a great play, though, from Middleboro. It's a face-off win for Sandwich. Diagonal clear out. I got a couple of players I'm missing on the Sandwich roster. I'll promise to get that rectified. Cardillo! Just missing. And now the net's off. That gets us the whistle. And they'll face off to the right of Colin Nevitt. The face-off win for Sandwich. But Middleboro will be victorious in getting it out of its own. That one sent across the line, almost gobbled up by Matthew Ruggiero for a chance into the Sandwich zone. Brought back the other way by Sandwich's Jack Greeley. Center, Cardillo! Save made! What a feed over from Greeley, but Nevitt was the best man there. Funneled deep from the left point by Colin McIver. Now, players come together on the right side. I think I mixed them up, but the geographic terminology is right and left side because I'm behind the goal line broadcasting this one. I feel like I'm kind of changed the rules every year as I do these games. This puck sent in, easy save for Nico Curry, and Sandwich gets the clear. And Middleboro will hammer it right back into the Sandwich zone. Trying up near right side is the Sandwich player. Now it's skate ahead. And trying to get to this one unsuccessful is Kevin Jordan. Out the center, hammered back into the Middleboro zone by Nick Eastman. Grabbing this and playing it. Far side was Aiden Carey, and now it's going to be a weak backhander in on Sandwich from Aiden Larson, and he just got decked by Nick Eastman. And Eastman might pay the price for that. Maybe not. He's going back to the bench. I do put him in the penalty box. First game back at Gallo for the 2019-20 season. I got to remember how difficult it is to see penalty box entries and exits. Oh, a little less difficult to see the exits, but anyway. Oh, they put, okay. Now they're changing up. No, they are not. What the heck? So I was right the first time. No penalties were assessed. They put penalty time up on the scoreboard, but then took it down. All right. Curry makes a big save on a puck that was dangerously out in front. And now it's going to be shot just wide by Plosky. So I'll stand by what I said, which is that, okay. Final answer, they did go into the penalty box, but they're not putting the penalty time up. Curry makes a save. The 5-hole was open. There were players jamming in front. Middleboro not able to score there. So here's the final answer. They sent off Eastman as well as Aiden Larson there for 2 minutes, and we stay 5-on-5. Face off to the left of Curry. Now they have put a penalty up on the follow-up here. This is on Sandwich. This is on Max Slicer. And it's the first power play of the game for either team here in this one. Cardillo read that pass. Middleboro is going to keep it in, however. And you see the centering pass, but it's pushed wide. Set up beautifully was Josh Murphy from Hunter Dandretta, but unable to bury it was Murphy. Last 3 minutes of the first period. Caught down, and Curry makes the glove save on Jake Dagges' wrist shot. And the power play is down to 59 seconds, 2:46 remaining in the first period. Today's game is being brought to you by All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair. They offer chimney cleaning and repairs, installation of chimney caps and liners, wood stove installations, and much more. You can call them at 508-472-0388 or visit allcapechimneysweep.com. allcapechimneysweep.com. And hustling along with this is Plosky right to the goal, and on Nico Curry's stick side, not able to beat him. Face-off win for Middleboro, and shot just wide. Middleboro's come close a few times. That one missed from Aiden Carey. Cycled along right below us, and then pass back. Clamping down, and this is Jake Dadis. He'll pass it, and then sent right back to him from Hunter Dandretta. Dadis is worked on by his number 7 counterpart, Colin McIver. It is rescued by Dandretta. Fires it out to the point, and unable to keep it in was Robert McNaughton. And that gets us down to the final 5 seconds of this power play for Middleboro. And under 2 to go in this first period. Now pressure from Sandwich. Middleboro trying to escape it, and they're skating 5-on-5, these two teams. Rob Cardillo stashes it away. Return to him from Drew McKinnon. And Cardillo patiently back around to the near side. McKinnon gets bumped by Ruggiero for Middleboro. And now man out to center with us, getting up end of the bit, is Mike Barrasso. Good hit on him from Christopher Cogan. Man from Middleboro is going to try and race ahead, but Sandwich player recovering back. And it's passed ahead to the neutral zone. Entry into the zone by Middleboro once more. Flipped out in front, and well defended was Ryan St. John for Middleboro. As passes ahead, it's onside for Cardillo. He'll spin, and he'll pass, and here comes a bomb. And that one won't go on goal from Tim Clark. Under a minute in the first period, center, and then out to the point for a shot. I'm not sure what that one hit. Salmons will keep trying here with The time down to a half minute, center. And jamming away was Cardillo. Cardillo down low, he's bonked off with 20 seconds now, less than that in the first period. Cardillo lands a big check. Loose out in front, taken by Steven D'Erico. Cleared out the center. Middleboro's going to change hurry here with 5 seconds left. Can be brought in by Sandwich and wristed, won't get on net. After it was taken in the left circle by Tim Clark, cut down, and the buzzer sounds. It's 2-1. Sandwich leads Middleboro. Goals from Rob Cardillo and Drew McKinnon for Sandwich, and Matthew Ruggiero in response for Middleboro. We'll take a break and come back with the second period for you. This is the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Welcome back, everybody. The second period is about to start here at Gallo Arena in Bourne. Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Thanks for being with us on this December 23rd. They are filling the arena with Christmas music, and it is just such a nice thing to hear being played, and it's always a couple days away, and so let me just take this opportunity to wish you and yours the happiest of holidays. Merry Christmas, and thanks for being with us. And we're, I think, going to be in for a fun 45 minutes here. If the first 15 are any indication, Sandwich got a couple early ones and went to a 2-0 lead from goals from Rob Cardillo and Drew McKinnon. By the way, I'm sorry, number 15 is Colin Norkovich, and that's a name that comes back for Sandwich from last season. And then I gotta remember that I keep getting these rosters sent to me on my phone, and then when it's game time, I'm filming on the phone, so I can't access them. So I can't go in detail about who's freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior, but you know, most of you watching, I think, know who these kids are. I'll make sure to share the roster from my phone to my Gmail. You gotta take all these steps. Anyway, 15 is Norkovicius, 11 is Matt Giacobo, and that is change from what I had originally. I had him as number 9, but he's number 11. Anywho, Cardillo and McKinnon were the goal scorers for Sandwich, and for Middleboro High School, Sachems got their goal from Matthew Ruggiero. One power play in that first period did belong to Middleboro. They were unable to score on it. Nice crowd watching this one here at Gallo. And thanks for being on board with us, Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Really excited to be having the Sandwich game on this season that I think everybody is going to look forward to, because they do every year. That's going to be the Canal Cup here between Bourne and Sandwich. Had that broadcast once audio only before phone streaming started becoming really a lot more prevalent. So looking forward to having the first Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week featuring that one. Canal Cup, of course, that's going to be in the month of February. Lots of good rivalry games this season. Now it's going to be rushed out. And Sandwich now in the offensive zone. Rob Cardillo passes. And then side of the net there, trying to jam it was Jack Greeley. Run around to the right side. That's going to pop up a mile and come back down off of the play from Tim Clark. Going to be nervous now. That puck that came up here during practice, I had the hand up, it was ready. I knew it was going to take a bruising. I don't know how well you saw that up here when I started the pregame, but it came close. I can't believe, out of all the arenas I do games, this might be the one where I can't believe I haven't gotten hit yet. The other one might be Nantucket. I've been there once. I'll be there a few times this season, is the hope, and that one's right on top of the action as well. Sandwich unable to keep this one in. Rushing back for it though, and holding on, but then putting it right in the skates of a player is Max Slicer, and that's going to allow Middleboro to maybe do something here, but no, it's going to be back into possession of Sandwich. Now we've gotten a whistle on the stoppage here. And I think it was play with a high stick. It's going to be my guess. So face off in the Middleboro zone. They'll be backhanded along by Aiden Carey at the line and shot. That one from Nick Eastman. It was cut down in front. Sandwich will try and regroup in neutral. It's dashed away from Cardillo by Aiden Carey. It's brought back in by Sandwich, but now It is Middleboro, or now past tense. Sandwich got it back. Middleboro might hold on there for more than a second or two. But Sandwich with the good pressure. And kept in. And it's going to go to Cardillo. Loses it and swing for Josh Murphy to clear it down. And you see that little vapor trail for the puck as it goes down for this still relatively fresh sheet of ice. It's an icing call on Middleboro. How have I done so far? Have I said Middleboro Hull at all? I don't think I have. Those jerseys I remember from the one game I did for them last season. Those are the same jerseys. It looks like they literally just took Hull off of the jersey. There's the Middleboro word mark on top of the logo. Hey, Middleboro Hull, the co-op has covered a lot of space. This shot from left point. Oh, glove save made on the rebound chance in front. Kevin Jordan couldn't beat Colin Nevitz. Some good goaltending in this one. Some good saves have been made. Ready for that rebound shot in front was Nevitt. Face-off win for Sandwich, but it's wild. They have to vacate the zone. Face down in his own end, trying to stop the momentum here from Middleboro on that clear. Temple's Tim Clark won't go for the exit out of the zone. Jake Dadda sends it deep for Middleboro. Comes out in front. It's grabbed by a Sandwich skater who's going to march ahead with it now. Max Slicer. Slicer gets on by, shoots it, save made, rebound put in by Zach Hawkins. And the body language of Nevin suggested he thought he had it. He did not. Hawkins knocks it in. It's back to a 2-goal lead for Sandwich at 3-1. Hawkins picks up his second goal. A stoppage. 3 minutes, 25 seconds into the second. Another early period goal for Sandwich. Face-off win for Sandwich. It's going to be given up, but Hunter Dandretta unable to keep it in the zone. It's going to be an offside call. And less than 10 seconds tick off the clock between whistles. Now what? They're gonna move his face-off down to the Middleboro zone. For what reason, I'm not 100% sure. Penalty, that's why. Penalty's been called on Middleboro. This is on Matthew Ruggiero. And it's going to be the first power play of the game for Sandwich. And they win this face-off. Wrister. That one from Colin Norkovicius. Save is made by Colin Nevitt. A couple of Collins there. Again, the first power play of the game for Sandwich. Face-off win again. Here's Rob Cardillo. He's watched. by his number 21 counterpart. He's finally going to get adventurous. That was, of course, Hunter D'Andretta. Now sent to the left side. Bounces off Cardillo's, Mike Barrasso's skate in front and wide. And now it's Cardillo. He'll stop on the far left side half wall, and now it's down low, Jack Greeley. And then as it came to him, sent right back over Norkavicius from DiGiacobo, and the save was made from Colin Nevitt. And Norkavicius was a little frustrated there on not being able to bury that one. Still plenty of time left on the power play for the Sandwich Knights. That's another face-off win. That helps. When you keep putting face-offs like this, especially on the power play. Hard pass to Cardillo. Watch him dance in just a small area on Aiden Carey. That was impressive. We get a good bird's eye view of that. Then Carey lands a big check on Mike Barrasso, and this gets physical in a hurry. But Sandwich comes away, still holding on to the puck, and a tip in front from Jack Greeley on the shot that came in from the line from number 17, Clark. I mean, that was a big tip from Greeley, but it would not go. Greeley gets his man a little bit farther away. Sandwich can't keep in the zone after that. First 5 minutes played of the second period, and that was impressive stuff from the Sandwich contingent on that power play that's still ongoing. But they were moving the puck around hard, and they were banging to hold on to things. Middleboro was giving Sandwich a ride there, but Sandwich held on very well. Now this whistle will come 12 seconds remaining on the power play for Sandwich. They are going to face off in neutral. Put into the Sandwich zone. It has been all Sandwich here in this second period. Player sends it ahead for Sandwich, and then he gets knocked down to the ice hard as Matt Hemian. And I think this is going to be a penalty. There was a couple of Middleboro players that came in there. I think this is going to be a penalty. On 15 for Middleboro, Justin Plosky. While Greeley was trying to draw the check. He wasn't trying to get his head ripped off. And it looked like the point of contact was pretty high there on that hit on Greeley, and that cost the penalty for Middleboro for Plosky. So now this dangerous looking Sandwich power play gets to go back to work, and it is a deflection in front for Rasso, and again, Tim Clark was the one that shot it. This one sails over the crossbar on the offering from Norkavicius. Disrupted and cleared by Aiden Larson, who gets hit by what looked to be a couple of Sandwich players right in that same spot where that penalty just happened a little bit ago on Greeley. Player here for Middleboro that's just been sent down to the ice is Jake Dadgis. And got back up on the piece of one of those Sandwich players that just gave him the business. This might cost Sandwich the rest of their power play. Well, so it looks like Cardillo and Dadgis both went. So maybe Sandwich keeps the power play here. but the faceoff's coming up here in the sandwich zone. Rough stuff continues to intensify here in the second. Sandwich, though, again, they keep the power play, of which there is 1:16 left. Now this delay. Referee is here talking to the scorer's table. And I wonder if that means, okay, so now they're going to put the 5-minute major up for Cardillo. Rob Cardillo has just gotten a 5-minute major, and also up there now is the 2-minute penalty to Jake Dadges. So we're going to have 4-on-3 for some time here, and then eventually it'll be Middleboro getting the power play. Now this one will be sent along by Nick Eastman. It goes on through. Jack Greeley behind the net. There comes a one-timer that's shanked by Mike Barrasso. Trying to keep it in was Nick Eastman, just could not. And Drew McKinnon enters for Sandwich. He's got some space, shoots it. Looking to go 5-hole on Nevitt, who closed it in time. Now behind the Middleboro net. Puck squibs free. It'll be collected by Hunter Dandretta, and they'll send it off the boards and down. Remember, this is penalty kill time for Middleboro. It's going to turn into 4-on-4 in 15 seconds. Making his man miss, and then just chipping and chasing, losing the puck was Connor Durant, and then Middleboro hammer it down. And now it is the Middleboro player out of the box to make this 4-on-4. This goes for another 40 seconds, and then this 5-minute major that's been assessed to Cardillo will turn it into a man advantage Middleboro. 4-on-4, it's the shot taken from a long distance by Justin Plosky, and a save's made by Nico Curry. Now the other way, man is in for Sandwich, he shoots it. That was Zach Hawkins. Getting that one up high was Nevitt. Now Hawkins tried to shoot it again. It was blocked. Another one comes in from the point, and it's all saved by Nevitt. That shot coming in from Norkovicius. 3 seconds, 2 and 1, and now Middleboro's on the power play. Sandwich can clear. Remember, 5-minute major, so Middleboro can do as much scoring as they want here and stay on the man advantage. Skated out the center. Jake Dadges will dump it into the sandwich zone. We'll put the camera down here and watch Middleboro set up. Shot. Knocked down in front. That one was taken by Christopher Kogan. Now it's going to go to the point, advancing to the circle and shooting, and that was knocked down in front on the offering from Jake Jordan. And a terrific effort by Jordan to keep it in, but in vain. Eventually, Sandwich is going to get this clear. That's a big clear. Now this brings us down to 2 minutes, 5 seconds, as I say it, on the power play for Middleboro. Now this is going to be shorthanded time for Sandwich to keep it in the offensive zone for a little bit. Trying to get the puck off his man is Jack Greeley. Forechecking pressure from Sandwich. It's going to be Ruggiero, plenty of space on this right side. And Ruggiero is allowed to get on across the blue line and finally met with resistance. Josh Murphy will play right to a Sandwich stick in the circle, and it'll be sent all the way down by Mike Barrasso. Last 5 minutes of the second period. Will Sandwich get the clear? Let's see. No. Power play now, a minute and change. It's going to be cleared down again by Sandwich. Thought that was going to go for icing. Got knocked down right at the blue line. May have touched the linesman. Now this is going to be his own entry. And a wrister that's blocked, taken by Ryan St. John. 13 for Sandwich, plays it down deep. That's Robert McNaughton. And now, score! The player that has just scored here is Steven D'Erico. And it's 3-2. Middleboro has gotten one back. What a shot from D'Erico. (3-2). Middleboro cuts it back to a goal once more on the power play. Power play goes for another 20 seconds. Turnover almost kills Middleboro there. Has to be cleared down to the Sandwich zone. No icing. Turn around the boards. We're back to even strength. Skating ahead with us for Sandwich is Connor Durant. Durant right on goal. Save is made by Colin Nevitt. And 3 minutes exactly remaining in the second. This contest is sponsored by All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repairs. Locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience servicing and repairing all kinds of chimneys. All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repairs in Sandwich. Call them at 508-472-0388. Out in front of the Middleboro net. Sandwich tenacious to try and keep it in. Unable to do so. For Middleboro with the puck, Ryan St. John sends it into traffic. And it's cleared by Rob Cardillo. Back into the Sandwich end, and now going backwards with this one is Colin McIver. Another Sandwich player is going to clear. Look out. It is Cardillo. What a save! Best one of the game for Colin Nevitt on Cardillo with a huge breakaway. Great glove today from Colin Nevitt, the goaltender for Middleboro. This one's gonna scale the glass, but it's gonna be kept in by Sandwich. Pops up a mile, players reaching up for it. And it comes loose, and now shifting Cardillo, put it out in front. And almost able to finish things off was Greeley. Save made. Getting down in the butterfly there was Nevin on the offering from McIver. Chipped ahead. And too far for a shot. Now it does come back out in front of the Sandwich net. And pinballs around a little bit. Sandwich recovers. Now a man getting through, and here's some more moves from Cardillo. Cardillo, a backhander on front. It's going to go back for a shot that misses from this man who now gets checked on the half wall is Greeley. Scored free. And punched out of the zone by Christopher Coogan. Minute and change remaining in the second period. We're going to have something dramatic here happen at the end. Sandwich is certainly pushing. Sandwich has not just Cardillo, it's some other guys on this roster that really can burn you. Less than a minute to go in the second. Watch out if Cardillo gets another shift here. And now, this is a hand pass whistle with 31.1 seconds left in the second period. And Rob Cardillo really looks like he wants to blow the roof off this place today. Minus that 5-minute penalty he took, he's been nothing short of great in this one. .20 left in the period. Taken by the Sandwich player who gets it out to center. Now 15 seconds and less than that left in this second period. Deep into the Sandwich zone. One player will go in there for Middleboro to get it, Hunter D'Andretta, but he overran things and now cleared. And this will be a rolling tire down into the Middleboro zone to get us down to the buzzer. We are setting up for a fun third period, a fun finish in this one. Sandwich leads Middleboro 3-2 on this Christmas Eve Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. We'll be back. All right, we might be setting up for a really good finish here at Gallo Arena. Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week. Sandwich versus Middleboro. It's a 3-2 lead for Sandwich after 2 periods of play. They've led this whole game. Let's take this opportunity, I shall, to give you a fleshier version of the schedule coming up. So the plan is to go to Nantucket on Boxing Day, the 26th, Norwell at Nantucket, and then we're gonna have a doubleheader: Wellesley at Falmouth and Seekonk at Bourne. And I'm gonna bust myself up here to get to that one. I might not be able to get that whole one in on Seekonk Bourne. It might be a joint in progress game, but I'll do my best. Wellesley at Falmouth and Seekonk at Bourne. See how Route 28 looks on the 28th. And then New Year's Eve, Nantucket at Ashland. So that's going to be a mainland game featuring Nantucket. And I'm sorry, I've missed one. I have missed one. And that is the Barnstable game on the 27th. So Barnstable on the 27th mixed in there as well. I'll get back to that in a second as that schedule loads. But the Barnstable game at Sandwich on New Year's Eve is going to be a fun time. And then I've got 2 games on New Year's Day: Brookline at Nauset and Greater New Bedford at Bourne. And that is the holiday schedule coming up here for the Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week. Barnstable versus Natick. That's the Island Creek Oysters Cup at the Bog. And in this one, Sandwich up 4-2. Jack Greeley with the shot and the score. Another early period goal. Sandwich has scored early in each period in this one. 4-2 the score. Greeley is the 4th different goal scorer. Just 16 seconds into the 3rd. Rob Cardillo will shoot on that one. Off plastic. Sound like it got the mask of Colin Nevitt. So Rob Cardillo, Drew McKinnon, Zach Hawkins, and now Jack Greeley for Sandwich. The goal scorers for Middleboro have been Matthew Ruggiero and Stephen Derrico. They'll be sent back into the Middleboro zone by Tim Clark, and Sandwich is getting wholesale changes. Middleboro does find the exit out. Middleboro, each time Sandwich has scored today, they've responded well. Player gets run over for Sandwich. That was Connor Durant, courtesy of Middleboro's Hunter Dandretta. Now, man putting on the back skate, getting it onside and passing it over. And it won't go for Max Slicer from Connor Durant, who you don't see that too often. By the way, just to remind you what the offside rule is, you're a player in control of the puck, and that's exactly what just happened there. It was back skating into the offensive zone by Connor Durant. And if I saw it right, he entered the zone first, but if you have control of the puck in certain situations like that, it's still okay. Played out to neutral, skated up by Matt Hemian on the wing. Testing his D-man there was Jake Jordan, but Jordan standing up for that one. And here there's a Middleboro contingent below us here for this one. Watching as Middleboro's trying to get the puck out of its zone. The camera down for a second. And of course, as I do that, it's going to be icing on Middleboro. 4-2 to score. Sandwich regains the 2-goal lead. They have gotten it from the shot and score by Jack Greeley. And for Greeley, that's his second. So multiple players that are scoring their second goals here today for the Sandwich Knights. Barrasso gets double teamed for Sandwich. It's going to roll along near side. Colin Norkovicius has Middleboro play on the other side of him. Then Barrasso will reach for this in front and shoot it, but it was blocked by a Middleboro player. And Middleboro is going to elect to ice the puck once more. We've played 3 minutes and 7 seconds of this third period. Both of these teams desperate for a win here today after both starting off 1-3. Shot wide by Sandwich's Greeley. Sent into the offensive zone by Tim Clark, but I'm going to blow this dead for offside. Middleboro goaltender Colin Nevitt was pretty busy in the second period. Don't have the shots on goal, I would definitely say, though. Sandwich has had more shots. A big hit, I mean a big one that you may have not seen completely, but you heard it probably. Matthew Ruggiero on Colin Norkovicius. Unable to keep this in on the line for Sandwich was Tim Clark. Sits there, and Clark's going to get back to this one first. There was urging for Josh Murphy to skate for that one. Now Cardillo gets this in his skates, shifts away and wide and taking it deep. Cardillo sends it out in front. And I thought that one went out of play from the Middleboro player, but stays in play, they say. And just played ahead through the circle by Sandwich's Nick Eastman. Sandwich is going to get this back, though, and Cardillo will turn. He'll try and fire it. It's blocked. The Middleboro player gets bulldozed into the boards. Double team there was Stephen Derrico by Max Slicer and Connor Durant. Eastman for Sandwich keeps it in on the left side wall. And the Middleboro player goes down. That's a penalty on Sandwich coming up. That's Derrico again, who had a rough shift, got roughed up there, but at least this time he draws the penalty. And for Sandwich, this is on Max Slicer. Middleboro had the 5-minute major power play in the second period. And they scored on that man advantage. So now they're 1 for 2 officially, or unofficially, at least that's how I've got it. And then this will be their third. Critical juncture of this game. Middleboro's success or lack of on this power play might spell the difference in this game. Dumped in, and plenty of time for Colin Norkovicius to clear. Watch out, here comes Rob Cardillo with the speed right to the net. Cardillo denied by Colin Nevitt. Another speedy moment for Rob Cardillo in this game. There comes a shot out in front that pinballs around like crazy. Are you kidding? That one was going to go wide from Aiden Carey, and then it pinballed off the player in front, and almost worked out there for the Sachems. Less than 9 minutes to go in the third. Here's an offering that's going to come out in front, and Nevin made the save on that shot that came in from Drew McKinnon. It popped up. Now with it on his stick is Greeley. Holds on, slides through. Carrying it on the line. There's the Middleboro player challenging him to force that one out to center ice. That was Matthew Ruggiero. Dumped into the Middleboro zone. They have less than a half minute on the power play remaining. Ruggiero having some trouble with the presence of Connor Durant. Great effort here from Sandwich on the penalty kill. Durant, he'll take it deep. 4 seconds left. This power play is about to end for Middleboro, and just gotten rid of by Durant. Now to neutral. This works as a good pass for Ruggiero. He's got a little bit of physical advantage on the man he was challenging there. He gave it off to the left side and then returned near side, and not able to keep it in the zone. Right there on the line was Jake Jordan. That looked like a promising trip up the ice for Middleboro. Let's see if they can try this again. Double teamed is Dandretta. It's going to go back to Dandretta though. It'll come out in front, and nobody there ready for Middleboro. That's a frustrating moment for them. That's twice in a row now. Middleboro looked good getting in the zone, but then that was it. 7 minutes and change remaining here in the third period. Jim McCabe here with you on the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. It's Sandwich 4, Middleboro 2. Middle of the third period. Pass attempt would not go from Plosky. And a good diving effort to get it out from Sandwich's Matt Hemian. And now it's going to be Jordan with the puck. Jordan trying to step out in front with it. Now he's going to backhand it on goal. Save is made by Colin Nevitt. And now this pass is going to be on and shot over the net from Justin Plosky. And this pass is out, and too hot from Dadgis to Carey. Middleboro shooting themselves in the foot here. Negating this icing that would have come up there was the Sandwich goaltender, Nico Curry. I mean, as much as Middleboro looked threatening the last 3 times up the ice, once they got over, that was it. Cardillo! That one would not go on a puck that went down in front somehow. Sandwich has just taken another penalty. Penalized player is Nick Eastman. And that's going to send this face-off down to the Sandwich zone. Really quickly, let me remind you one more time, our sponsor for today's game is All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair in Sandwich. Especially, I should say especially on a night like tonight. It's actually, well, clearly when this was written, it was very cold. It's actually very pleasant on the Cape this week. Well, all Christmas week, it's going to be pleasant. 50s today. But it's coming, the cold and the snow. You can be guaranteed of that. Well, the snow's come already, but it's going to come in more earnest regard here as the winter moves along. So, with that being said, All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair can install wood stove. If you already have one, they can repair it. And if you need a new one, they can replace it. That is All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair, 508-472-0388. Timeout's been taken, and I'm sorry I missed who took it, but we do have this timeout that's been taken. Setting up things for another power play for Middleboro Hull, and they have got to be taking this timeout to say, hey, what are we doing wrong once we get in? We're doing great getting in, and certainly, I'm sure making Sandwich grip the sticks a little bit hard when they come in the way they have, but then after that, it's just night and day. They get in, and they've had a few errant passes that go out to the D, just not even close. so I got to imagine this conversation from head coach Scott Drevich is about positioning. Always great to run into Coach Drevich. Got a chance to talk to him as well as Sandwich coach Jordan Moore before this game, and know head coach Drevich a few years now from my broadcasting and his coaching in the USPHL. Now coaching this Middleboro team again without the co-op this season. Well, here we go. Face off in the Sandwich zone. It is won by Sandwich, and it is cleared out of the zone by Tim Clark. And Tim Clark's going to hammer it from the neutral. Five and a half minutes remaining in the third period. 4-2 Sandwich leads. Goal just 16. Was it 14 or 16 seconds in from Jack Greeley? Was within the first half minute. That's what I can tell you, and that's giving them this 4-2 lead that they have right now, and they're trying to make it stand. Middleboro's having trouble here, and it's going to be brought in shorthanded by Sandwich, but that one was in the skates of Mike Barrasso. And you wonder, has Middleboro run out of gas here? We'll see. And not able to reach for that one in front was Hunter Dandretta. It's cleared by the Blue Knights. Daytime has turned to nighttime here as we're in the week of very short daylight here on the Cape. Folks watching here at Gallo Arena as we can get down to the final 5 minutes of play. Puck's going to sit there, and this power play is not going well for Middleboro. And it just looks like they're not able to get things going here, and power plays down to about 10 seconds now. This might be the last rush, but it was found on the puck that was in his vicinity, Jack Greeley, and that disrupts things further for Middleboro. Now we're back to even strength, and this shot's just going to go wide from Jake Dadgis. Puck sent in front of the Sandwich net. Colin McIver clamps down on this one and angles it off the boards and out the center. Rob Cardillo pushes us ahead. It's a rolling puck. He's going to have trouble. He's going to still cut in front. And I think he may have gotten a shot off there. That puck was rolling though, and so it was going much faster than Cardillo could catch up with it. Here's Cardillo, and the puck checked off his stick, and Middleboro player moves the other way. 1 versus several is Colby Matos. He's getting help, but he runs out of room. And now it's Sandwich quickly getting it out, and it'll be Michael Eitree sending in. First time we're calling his name, Michael Eitree, for Sandwich. Dump into the Middleboro zone, and the Sachems will get it right back out. The orange jersey Middleboro Sachems will get it into the offensive zone. This is kept in, but it bounces into the skates of Mike Barrasso, and that's that. Less than 3 minutes to go in the third period. And it's going to be Colin Norkovicius shoveling it out the center. It's going to be clamped down here by the stick of Michael Eitree, and he will send it into the Middleboro zone. This won't go far enough for icing. 2.5 minutes to go in the third period. 4-2 Sandwich leads. Middleboro needs 2 to tie. This was almost a home run pass that went for Jake Dadgis. Off his stick anyway, and then played away from him by Colin Norkovicius. And now this one's a pass that's too far for Jacob Cunningham, and this is going to be icing on Middleboro with 2:09 to go in this third period. And you wonder now at this point if it might be empty net time for Middleboro. Face off in the offensive zone. Colin Nevitt has had a good game here today. He's given up the 4 goals, but he has by no means played poorly. In fact, he's kept his team in it, I would say. And speaking of staying in it, Nevitt's going to do exactly that. He's going to stay in his net. Hard off the boards and collected by Jack Greeley for Sandwich. And Greeley will just send it in from the neutral zone. It'll go around for Rob Cardillo left side. He'll shovel it down low and it'll roll down to the right side. And pinching in here on the boards is Drew McKinnon. And Middleboro will skate it out. We're almost at 100 seconds remaining in the third. Still in his net is Nevitt, and why wouldn't he be? Sandwich just had the puck in the O-zone. They got it right back in now. Is a man going right to the net! And he can't outlast Nevitt. That is Barrasso. 90 seconds left in the period. Probability of Sandwich winning this game increases exponentially with every second that ticks off the clock now at this point. Nevitt stays in his net. Brought in 1 versus several once again by Ryan St. John. He does not get the help in time. It is cleared out the center. And Cardillo can't skate past. There's a stick in the way for Middleboro. Now a minute and less remaining in the period. Brought in offside by Middleboro. Brought in offside. 58.2 seconds left. We might have another timeout that's been called here, perhaps. Perhaps not. Well, we are going to do the face-off in the... Oh, and there's a penalty that's been called, actually. That's what the pause was for. This one's on Middleboro. This one's on Matthew Ruggiero. Didn't see the penalty there. But they call this on Ruggiero, and that might seal things away here in this one. Sandwich on its third power play of the game. Too many men on the ice for Middleboro, and that is a tough way for Middleboro to end this one. I think Middleboro just flat out ran out of gas here in this third period. They played the first 2 periods. They played Sandwich extremely tough. And Sandwich, that goal they scored in the first half minute of play in this third, Middleboro hasn't had a response since that time. Skating out with this one and trying to play it ahead there was Jake Jordan, but Sandwich has that area covered. And a half minute to go now here in this third period. Sandwich, they are going to get their second win of the season. Should the score hold up? As we watch here as a shank job by Norkovicius at the point. Looks like the game winner is indeed going to go to Zach Hawkins. 5 seconds left in the hockey contest, and out the center. And the buzzer sounds. Didn't quite have the dramatic finish that we thought maybe could happen for this third period. Sandwich got the insurance goal early in the third, and things were shut down from there. We had some really good goaltending the first 2 periods, and really some good offense on display from Sandwich. And in particular, Rob Cardillo, who scored the first goal in this one and then really put on some dazzling moves throughout the rest. And then Sandwich got the support from, again, players that have scored multiple goals here this season, or in the process through the stats being updated today of doing so. And the other goal scorers for the Sandwich Knights, Drew McKinnon, Zach Hawkins, and Jack Greeley. And goals from Middleboro came from Matthew Ruggiero and Steven Derrico. Final score one more time, 4-2, Sandwich beats Middleboro. Thanks so much for watching this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. One more time, I want to say Merry Christmas to all of you, and see you on the other side of things. Tomorrow, of course, is the Christmas Eve and Christmas, and of course, there will be no hockey in the Massachusetts high school scene that's being played over the next 2 days. And we'll see you on the other side of things. We've got plenty more holiday coverage of the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week between now and 2020. And then, of course, that's we got a couple of doubleheaders, and one of them will come on New Year's Day. Check my Twitter handle, Jim_McCabe_40, MCC Abe like Abe Lincoln, and I'll have the games for you, and I'll have the highlights for this one as well. We'll see you next time.